Hi, welcome back. I hope you had a wonderful week and you're ready for another talk. This week, we talk about vaccination and how airlines are enforcing vaccination on their employees and passengers. Do you agree with it? You don't? Let's talk about it. So stick around. Let's talk. Without a doubt, vaccination and the vaccination program for COVID 19 has been a rather controversial issue. Some, as you know, are anti vaxxers and they don't believe in vaccination. Others don't believe it should be compulsory. And obviously, others, like myself, believe that that's the only way we can get out of this pandemic is actually getting vaccinated and getting protected against this virus. Recently, the two major airlines in Australia, Qantas and Virgin Australia, have said that they would make compulsory for their employees to be vaccinated. Um, and also, they said that the passengers will have to present the certificate of double vaccination and a negative test to be able to board the flight. Obviously, this is a rather controversial issue. A lot of people think it shouldn't be this way. Well, honestly, I think this is for the safety both passengers and crew because and I think that's why airlines feel so strongly about this and have come so quickly to implement rules like this is because it is important. It is for the safety of the crew and it is for the safety of the passengers. Crews are constantly in rotation, they are constantly traveling and going through different countries. And obviously, that is a risk for those crews because obviously they they get out of their countries of origin and then they go to another country and then they stay a few hours, a few days sometimes, and then they go to another country and then they go to another country, and they rotate because that's their job. And they need some sort of protection so they don't get the virus. And this would pose, in my opinion, two problems. If you get a crew infected and they have to quarantine for 14 days or heaven forbid, being in hospital, then it will affect the airline dearly because that crew won't be able to fly. So that crew won't be able to operate in the flight that was allocated to them. The same way, if a passenger gets infected on board, they also may infect the crew and infect other passengers. And this could lead to planes turning into cruises part two. We remember what happened with cruises in the beginning of the pandemic, and no one wanted to let the crews in their countries. It was an absolute mess. There was a lot of people stranded in cruises, and it was sad. It was messy, and we don't really want that to happen in planes. I already said a million times about the HEPA filters in planes that would make them really safer than cruises. However, there is a risk, and Delta variant is very contagious, so there is a risk. There's always a risk. So I think this is the way for the industry going forward because they need to have this safety on planes. They need to assure their passengers that flying is safe, and also they need to ensure their employees that they can actually enjoy flying without having issues of if they're going to get the virus or not. So I think this is the future for the industry, and I think this is the future in other industries. Other industries have actually embraced this rule as well, because we really need some protection here, and I think the vaccine offers that protection. So uh, the industry will start. Obviously, they already see the safety that the vaccination brings into the table, and they will implement it because that means if both passengers and crews are vaccinated, it is safer to fly and they can return to a COVID normal operation, which is obviously what we all want. So I strongly believe that this is the a great decision, and this is the right way going forward for the industry. And I know a lot of you may not think that way, but today I decided to share my views here and let you know why I think it is so important that actually this is implemented and airlines are doing this, because I think it's their business on the line, it's the safety of their employees, and obviously it's the safety of their passengers, us. So if you really want to have that holiday overseas, we should start thinking about getting the jab, because it really protects us from this virus. And that's all for today. I hope you liked this video. I hope you really liked our talk for today. Um, Even if it's a very, very controversial one, I hope it really helped understand understand my position, why I strongly believe that vaccination is so important, especially in the aviation industry, and obviously help change points of view and give a different perspective. If you are there, either you agree with me or you disagree with me, please share your views. You know, I strongly believe that exchanging ideas, it's very healthy and very good for everyone. And obviously put a like on the video, the whole story, the algorithm, the YouTube, etc. And subscribe the channel with a little click on the bell so you get a notification of a new video every week. Before I go, I would like to thank you all for watching. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.